So I wanted to come on here and tell you about my first couple weeks with the Switch 2. Do I think it's worth it? What accessories I've gotten, etc. and so forth. So first things first, I found this for half price on Amazon. So I went ahead and picked it up, and it's an old game. But we have Ni no Kuni, the first game. So this is going to be, it's not cute on the inside. I wish that it was. This is going to be, I don't know how to classify it. So currently right now I'm rotating between Hello Kitty, Adventure Island, and Fantasy Life. I'm going back and forth between those two. But since Fantasy Life is like a mix between farm simming and then, what do they call it? Roguelike or whatever. I feel like this is going to be my first actual video game. I don't know if that makes sense, but some of you will probably understand what I'm saying. So I actually wanted to jump into this. I got it over the weekend and I wanted to go ahead and jump in, but I'm not the type of person that can do that. Like, my brain just does not work that way. So, like, I can't, some people can read multiple books at one time. Absolutely not. Not only am I not going to read multiple books at one time, I'm not going to switch series. I'm going to read A through Z and then go to the next series, A through Z. My husband bounces around, so he'll read one book from this series and then one book from this series and then go back to the series and then go back to the series. And I'm like, the way that your brain works breaks my brain. So I'm going to wait until Fantasy Life is done to jump into this one, because Fantasy Life does have a bit of a story. Hello Kitty really doesn't, so that one doesn't count for me. That one's my cozy game that I do when I like don't have time to get into something. And then Fantasy Life is what I'm doing when I do have time to get into something. So that at least makes sense to my brain. So when I'm done with Fantasy Life, I will jump into this. And I'm very excited. It's from the people, is it Studio Ghibli? Studio Ghibli? I do not know which one it is, but that's the designer. So I'm excited about that. But you guys, look what my husband got me. Look at this case. Well, first of all, I got this part at Box Lunch. So it's got Kuromi and My Melody, and it's got My Melody's little mushrooms and Kuromi's little flowers. So freaking cute. I just put it in the bottom of the case. And then on the actual, there we go, thumb grips, we have the matching mushroom and the matching flower. But you can see that this adds like bulk down here. This adds to where it's just a lot more comfortable in the hand. I don't know what brand this is. He got it on Amazon and surprised me with it. So that's all I know about this. I also know that it wasn't super expensive. Sorry, I keep looking the wrong way. But he got it because it covers the whole top. So the screen is protected that way. Because we did get a screen protector like originally, and we got, I think I showed you guys the screen protector that came with the Nintendo Switch case, and it was absolute garbage. So there's nothing on here right now. And we have two dogs, and they're lap dogs, but one of them specifically likes to jump in between us, like hop on his lap and leap off of him and hop on my lap. And so we were afraid that she would land on the top of this and break it. RIP, we have had some consoles bite the dust previously, so we don't want to do that with this one. So he got me this for while we are waiting for the D brand. I'm pretty sure it's D brand case to come in. It's the Kill Switch. And so we have the Kill Switch Ultimate, Kill Switch Pro, the top Kill Switch case coming in. But we don't know when. We pre-ordered it, but it's supposed to be here end of June, beginning of July, whatever that means. To my knowledge, we've not gotten a tracking email or anything like that to show that it's shipped. But honestly, I absolutely love this. Like, the Kill Switch one was 100, 110 maybe with tax and shipping and everything. This was probably, if I had to guess, 20. When I have the other one, I will compare these two and show you. I obviously don't yet, so I can't. But the other one, the top of it holds games, so it still covers the whole screen like this, but there's slots for cartridges. Also, this one has the grips, and so does that one. But that one, the grips go on the actual, what is it called? Handle. You guys, I'm absolutely blinking. But they're detachable. So like this, let me take it back off. It's kind of hard to get on and off, I will say that. these. What is this? I'm completely blanking right now, but this is just one piece. So these sit in here and you can't take them off while the case is on. But with the dbrand kill switch case, they are separate and they still magnetize separately into the case. And so it's removable even within the case. So these are protected and removable at the same time, which is not here. Plus the dbrand one has a screen protector that's going to come with it, which obviously this one did not. The dbrand one is just black though. And I do love this purple. It goes very well with my Hello Kitty and Friends aesthetic. So I love this. Honestly, he surprised me with this. It made me so happy. I just love looking at it. I love playing with it. It does make it, I love the Switch 2. I think it's so comfortable in the hands, but adding that little grip makes it so much more comfortable in the hands. So honestly, after playing with this for a couple days, I was like, maybe we should just cancel the kill switch because I love this. And he was like, no, you're saying that because you don't have the kill switch, but he does for his Steam Deck. So he's like, that one's gonna be so much better and you'll see when we get it. So I'm excited, but we will see because I obviously don't have it yet. So I'm very excited about that. One thing I wanted to say though is that the internet seems very divided, which is fine. It's the internet. What do you expect? But I'm seeing so much hate for the Switch 2, but I'm also seeing a lot of love for the Switch 2. So I'm on the hype train. I'm on the love side. We've already discussed, I'm a baby gamer. It could be that if I had been doing this for a million years and I was very used to these specs or this or that or the other, I'd be like, well, it just doesn't compare. But I don't feel that way. I will tell you, I almost canceled both of my pre-orders. If you remember, I kept both of them because I was positive that at least one of them, if not both, would cancel on me. So since I had to, I just kept two. But I almost canceled them because I was like, I have the one. It's the Pokemon one, so I'm not selling it. My favorite games that I'm playing right now are one games. The game that I want the most that's coming out later this year is coming out on the Switch 1. So there's no like impetus. I didn't have to buy it right now. And I was like, so maybe I should just wait because maybe it's not going to be that good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was afraid that because of the expense and because I am a new baby gamer, it wouldn't be worth it to me. And then that's a lot of money that I've just, essentially wasted on this thing. I'm sure if I wanted to sell it to somebody, I could recoup some of that back, but it's still, I don't know. It just felt like I was afraid that it would be a mistake for me or a waste for me. And then I would regret having spent that money. 10 out of 10 recommend, 0 out of 10 regrets. I love it so much. And it's one of those things, and I feel like I'm hearing this from other people that I'm talking to. I can't exactly tell you why. It's just that much better. It's better in the hand. It's better screen quality. It's better everything. Every aspect of playing on the Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion, is exponentially better than playing on the Nintendo Switch 1, even though I loved the Nintendo Switch 1. Like, it's just so much better. In my head, I was going to still play certain games on my Pokemon Nintendo Switch 1 because it's a limited edition and I love it and all the things. And then I would play other games on the Switch 2. Nope. It is back. It's over here. There we go. In its box. It is back in its limited edition Pokemon Nintendo Switch box. Because I saved everything, I powered it down, I wanted to keep it nice and clean and fresh and preserved, so back there it went, because I'm just not picking it up. And after playing this consistently, I have no intention of picking it up. I want to keep it. I'm sure that someday I'll pull it out again, but nope, like that is how much better this is. And it kind of does not make sense, you guys, because like we all knew that this one was going to be bigger. They showed us that. They showed us videos. There's just this inexplicable but very tangible quality that the 2 has that the 1 doesn't. And I literally cannot tell you what it is, but it does make it worth the difference. Here's my caveat. Whether you should buy it or not is 100% dependent on your financial situation. These are hard times that we're living in, folks. So if you have the 1 and you can't afford a 2 right now, cool. I don't know how to say this. You're not going to be missing anything by continuing to play the one. Does that make sense? Because the one is what you have, and the one is what you're enjoying, and you already have those games and you're enjoying those games, and they're continuing to make games for the one and all the things. So this thing that you love and enjoy is going to stay there, and you can keep loving and enjoying it. Eventually, if you get to the point where either the price drops, they have sales, you're in a better financial situation, you have a windfall, whatever the case may be, absolutely go ahead and upgrade if that's something that you want to do. And then you'll get to enjoy that. And now you still won't be missing out on anything because now you'll be experiencing the joy, right? So it's definitely not worth putting yourself in a bad financial situation. It's not worth putting it on credit cards that you can't pay back. It's not worth the keeping up with the Joneses, the having tons of FOMO because everybody on the internet has one and they're telling you how good it is. And it is. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I have been that person in the past that makes purchases that I cannot afford because I have FOMO. I do want to keep up with the Joneses and I didn't want to miss out on anything. So I'm telling you that I fully understand that thought process and it's not worth it for that. I'm very glad that I was in a place that I was able to do this right now. But if not, I wouldn't have, I would have waited. I was this close to waiting anyway, because I just wasn't sure. And because I did have enough for this, but then that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had just enough to get this. So I don't know. That's just my little financial advice for today. Don't let the internet trick you into having bad financial habits, because it will never be enough. If you try and keep up with the people online, you will never have enough. It will never be enough. You will end up in so much debt, or just unhappy and unsatisfied with what you do have, because there's just this false thing that you're trying to reach, because it's just not realistic, unless you're a bajillionaire, you're not going to have everything that everybody has all at the same time. It's just not going to be a thing. And that's also why I am limiting myself. I got this because I told you guys, I plan on buying games only when I can play them. And I got this early because I found it for $25. So even though this is an older game, it's still $50. It's on the eShop for $50. The physical game is $50. It's on like Best Buy and other websites for $50. So the fact that I found this for like a lightning sale on Amazon for $25, I was like, okay, that I will do. But now I'm done, right? Like at this point, even if I see another game that's cheap, no. I put together an Excel spreadsheet. So I have I do my budget very specifically every payday, and I do kind of the budget for the household. My husband and I, all of our income is on there. It's a whole thing, but I'm the one that does the actual spreadsheet budget. And so I've added a page to that budget for my fun money and for my gaming adventure. So I have a physical games that I have portion, a digital games that I own portion, a genuine wish list, which like I want these games. I would like to have them at some point. And then I have a pre-order. I have already pre-ordered these games. There's one. It's Lord of the Rings, Tales of the Shire. I'm so excited. It comes out July 29th. And then I have a maybe wish list. Like these are the games that I am aware of that I'm interested in. We'll see. We'll see where I end up. Will I ever get any of these? Will I not? Will this list transition into like a true wish list? I don't know, but I don't want to forget about some of these, ADHD. So I'm listing them so that I can go back and find them later and see if I have any interest in purchasing them at that time or not. So I've got this whole like multiple column spreadsheet in order to keep me honest of this is what I have, this is what I want, and all of this can go, or is this necessary right now? Like right now, what I have is I have 2 physical games and 2 digital games. So my list is short, right? Like obviously it's not a ton. But eventually at some point, theoretically, that list will be long, right? So then my list of what I have versus what I want will start to be like, Do I actually need any of this? Is this reasonable? Have I played these games? The answer is supposed to be yes, because I'm not supposed to be buying to create a library or create a backlog. So then have I played these games yet? I don't know, you guys. My whole point is I have a tendency to be a spender, and I understand that. My husband is definitely the saver of this relationship. And so I am eyes wide open going into this new hobby that can be a very expensive hobby. My dog's coming in. She just sneezed. I'm eyes wide open going into it responsibly, I think. Or at the very least trying to be responsible. I'm sure that we will learn some of this together. I'm sure that I will report back to you and be like, y'all, I failed and here's what I failed at and why, etc. Or I might come back and be like, y'all, I'm super proud of myself because I actually did better than what I anticipated. But yes, so I just wanted to come on here today and show you my case and show you Ni no Kuni and tell you that I am loving the Switch. I have no complaints. I have no regrets on purchasing. I personally think it is worth the price tag. The only thing I'll say is I'm not a fan of the Mario game. I got the bundle, so Mario came with it. I have played it one time. I did not like it, and I went back to Hello Kitty. So do with that information what you will. I know that the whole rest of the world is obsessed with Mario. Specifically this game, everybody who has it is like, oh my gosh, I've spent so many hours playing it. But that's kind of my point. That's why you don't need to buy what everybody online has. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. You don't need to whatever, because you might not even like it. Honestly, that is my only regret. I don't super regret it. It's fine. I still haven't had an opportunity to play it with my husband, and so I think that would make it more fun. But I would not have been upset now if I got just the Switch 2 and not the bundle and never got Mario Kart. Now, since I have Mario Kart, I'm happy that I only spent $50 on it and not the 80 plus tax and all that stuff. But like, it does not seem like a need for me. I will report back if my opinion on that changes. But I love it. Very positive. Truly don't understand the hate. I don't understand why people are canceling Nintendo over this. I honestly don't even understand why they're canceling it over the price, unless they've not physically touched and experienced it yet. I understand that the price is high. I understand that the economy is a difficult one. These are dark days that we're living in, Harry Potter. But I personally think that it's worth it if you have it. I will continue to reiterate, if you don't have it, it will never be worth it. Don't put yourself in a bad position. My husband and I did that for so long, and it took us years and years to get out of it. So when I tell you not to do it, I am preaching to the choir and speaking from experience. So, all right, well, this video took a little bit of a turn that I wasn't expecting, but that's fine. Hopefully somebody out there needed to hear it, and I can't wait to continue talking to you guys on this journey and hang out together. So have a good one. Bye.